And the home and away season is over.
Pointy end, we're there.
Simmo, what happened? Round 15. We say goodbye to two teams in the senior competition. We'll talk about those two teams in a minute, but there was also a few upsets in the under 15 competition. Upsets galore all over the place. Carlos Del Rio here.
Simon Morgan, welcome again. Round 15.
Round 15, talking about Warrnambool football here at the Wrap.
Yes.
Let's get things started, Simmo, with round 4 of the under 15s League 2 between Jenny Flat Rangers and Scotts Creek Lions here at Harris Street Reserve in Warrnambool. Simmo, you were busy in another game, but I've got all the news here about this particular game.
Mr. Del Rio.
We've been talking about the Lions for a little while. They're coming up. I had a talk to their coach, Johnson Matthew, not long before this game about the prospects and future. Obviously, they got a lot of younger kids playing this year, and what I hear coming from the Scotts Creek camp is that they are still, the kids can't get enough soccer with their futsal and now with the league. They're improving each week. They've been close to getting a result, and they were coming to this match to see if they could do something against the Jenny Flat Rangers. And from what happened, it was an incredible battle. It was a very close game all up, but this time Scotts Creek Lions got their first win for the year.
Well done to Scotts Creek. I was busy over at the other pitch, but I heard a lot of car horns and cheers, and
it was
thinking, what's going on there? But there we go.
It was a very good. It was well deserved too. The Rangers played well as well. Just had to be Scotts Creek Day, I think. Like I said, they've been gunning around for that win, and it'd be interesting to see what happens next week. However, the goal scorers for the game for Jenny Flat Rangers, Sammy Zahir put one through, and then Matt Rea. Congratulations, boys! 2 good goals there for the Rangers. And then the scorers for the Scotts Creek Lions, only one name written down here.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Sebastian Hume, 4 goals, leading his team to victory for the first time, and all those boys and girls were all right with that. The Rangers brought in a couple of young kids to play in this fixture as well, so just worth a mention because they got named in the bests. Two of the other players are playing the under 10 competition. They're all that sort of 10-year-old, 11-year-old. They had the option to play up, and they hadn't yet, but they made a commitment to help the Rangers this time around. And congratulations, Jacob Gome, Will van der Star, and Hugh Cornett, they're named in the best for Jenny Flat Rangers.
That's well done. Yeah.
And best for the Lions, Simmo, you've got the names there too.
Can't go past 4 goals, Seth Hume, Matt Hardy, and Anna Cole.
Well done, Anna. I hear that you guys had a good game, and they're well spread out. Obviously, 1 goal scorer, but there's more than just one player. At the Lions, I've seen some of their progress. As I said last week, so congratulations to you.
Give it time, and they're going to be a really solid team.
That win actually pulled them out of the bottom of the ladder as well. So
would that be the first time?
That's the first win for the season.
First win for the season. It'll be the first time they've been off the bottom, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yes, I think so. I believe so. Well done. Then we had the second game at here at Harris Street Reserve. We had 2 games going simultaneously. That's what Simmo doesn't know too much about the game at Scotts Creek Lions. He was busy refereeing the Mera Stingrays versus Hamilton Raiders, the top of the ladder clash. And Simmo, just give us a bit of a summary of what you saw, what you remember.
I saw absolutely thrilling, tight, exciting, fantastic game of football. How many times did we hear the blunt noise of the goalpost, Mr. Del Rio? I think
there was a few, yes. There was a few, I just can't remember the number. But in saying that, it was both ways. It wasn't just one way.
Oh, correct, absolutely.
Thrilling
game to watch. Hard, but fair. Being a referee, from my point of view, you don't want to get involved too much in the game. You pull it up, when it's absolutely necessary, and both sides, generally speaking, conducted themselves very well. A late yellow card having to be handed out, but before we get to there, let's talk about the goal scorers to get things started. We had Darcy Johnston for the Mayoral Stingrays, putting in a goal in the 4th minute, and that's how it stayed for the half. Both teams pressing very hard, but neither side able to get another goal. So 1-0 half, and then AWOL did pick up a goal in the 20th minute of the second half, which would equate to about the 55th minute thereabouts.
Yep.
And then Riley Pickering did. Actually, you were 3 up.
We were 3-1 up. 3-0 up, okay,
Yeah, 3-0 up. So
AWOL Malik got a brace in the second half.
Yes.
Not far away from him, and then Riley Pickering. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember sort of.
So in the space of 5 minutes, there was a lot of action in the space of 5 minutes. 2 goals for Mayoral.
Yep.
Riley Pickering for Hamilton picking up the goal. And in between then, a lot of near opportunities, posts, nearly going in, not quite. It was very gripping stuff. The only sour note of sorts, just in the last few minutes, Nathan Cass was picking up a yellow card, and some might say probably lucky to get a yellow card, depending on who you speak with, but it was a pretty sloppy tackle. He
was, and he did nothing.
No malice.
No malice on it, but he did collect a player that was actually got injured in an earlier tackle, Kevin City, that knocked off the ball as well for that one. But unfortunately, Nathan goes down as the first under 15 player to get a card. We haven't had any cards before. Nathan, from what I saw of the game, as coach of this team, it was accidental, but if it happens, and the referee calls it, sure enough, it comes to that. So he knew about it. He didn't. No, he was, didn't try to, force anything on you or anything like that. But he took it, and that was very noble of him to do so. But that's how it ended, Carlos. 3-1 for the Mayoral Stingrays, which means they go up top. We do go up top, and there's a reverse fixture next week, but the ladder so far seats Mayoral Stingrays on 12, Hamilton Raiders on 9, Warrnambool Lions on 3, and G Flat Rangers on 0 at the moment. Here's the ladder. League 1, Hamilton ended up top, and the Stingrays ended up second. This could be a reverse. It's not over yet, but certainly
dress rehearsal of sorts.
Certainly could be the two teams are playing grand final.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Surely enough, in the bests.
Yeah.
I already tell Rick the Stingrays won because gave it at silly. Played a magic game. You gave him some votes there. Simmo came off with a little knee knock. He had to come off a little while, put some ice on it, but with the last 10 minutes of play, he wanted to come back home and finish off with his teammates. And he did, well done. Connor Bellman, very well played. And Lily Weiss, you're a champion. I thought he played awesome for us.
Great centre back.
Great centre back. One of the girls, one of the 5 girls playing the team. So I had all the girls, bar Maya, playing in this fixture. So hopefully I get Maya to play away for us. But, and also, sorry, the best for the Hamilton
Raiders. Yeah, I thought Thomas Scott, Nathan Caspers, and Riley Pickering, perhaps the pick of life. But with that said, I thought that all players from both sides really pulled their weight. There weren't any passengers, I don't think. Everyone was putting in, the best they could, and that's all the coaches really ever ask of you guys and girls, is just to give it, do the best you can. And yeah, it was 2 exceptional games.
Yeah, it was. Well, actually, both teams. Hamilton, you played really well in this one.
Probably unlucky not to be, it could have been a drawn game if had luck gone their way. That's just how it is. And
it's been close games all the way. On the 3 occasions that these 2 teams have played, they've been very close. Well done for that. The Stingrays got 1 up on the Raiders this week. And that's it for round 4 under 15s. Talking now, round 15 of senior football. The last home and away fixture before we head to finals.
Yes.
As we said, we had already said goodbye to 2 of the teams.
Well, one officially, one Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yep. Just to paint the picture, top four, we're sitting with Jenny Flat Rangers, Hamilton Raiders, Thunderhawks, Mara Stingrays. Mara Stingrays with 3 points ahead of Scotts Creek Lions, and Dickon Dragons were out of the picture at that point. The Corangamite Lions would have had to have won their game by a huge margin. So I think that's what we're saying. It was pretty much
it would have been a new record.
But then again, the Stingrays in fourth position were playing against the top of the table team, Jenny Flat Rangers, and it was a game of plenty of action, a game of plenty of sort of things that happened during the game. It was a shame that the Stingrays could only show up 10 players again. We got a couple of young guys in our team who had sort of deb parties and sort of young birthdays, and one in particular, I heard he had a big night, and the other one showed up pretty much glassy-eyed as well. So at least
we won't name names.
No names, but to be young again, Simmo. To be young again. Anyway, we had 10 showing up. Actually, we started the game with 9. Believe it or not. Somebody else forgot to put their alarm on. We had Alex Sheely showing up to the game about 5 minutes after, or 10 minutes after the game had started. But he got on the park. The Stingrays actually were playing alright. We actually hit the lead, believe it or not, against the Rangers, who were in full steam, I think.
Full steam. Yeah.
I think they had the team that has been winning convincingly on the park. But Michael Mills picked up the goal in the 6th minute.
Yeah, I was playing in goals for the first half, and I'll have to admit that he put it away top.
It was a great
top right corner. Had no hope. Yeah. Even if I was on the line, I wouldn't have got to it. So Millsy, that was a pretty solid goal. I have to give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that gave your boys
that was the lead at the 6th minute,
give Eclipse a hope.
One of the things that we were doing really well at Stingrays were playing the offside trap quite well. Your teams are they're a very attacking team, so they push up and they like to push up. And one of the things that I said to my guys was, all right, if they want to push up, let them push up, but we'll see whether we can win the ball in the midfield, and not so much win it, but put pressure on the midfield so the passes would be forced. And on a number of occasions we played that really well, but they obviously got one through Stevie Shields on the 19th.
Yeah. Perseverance here, finally picked a goal up. Stevie
Through
Shields.
a run, which was, they played the offside trap, and it didn't work for us, and Stevie got a bit of a run on goals, and then it was Lee Hunter with a header.
You can never stop Lee Hunter. I don't care who you are. If you're, Peter Schmeichel, Gomez, or whoever.
He had the goalkeeper right next to him actually. He's a big lad, Lee, and it was a nice little chip by Stevie Shields. Deggers Irvine, I think, got a fingertip to it. You can tell. So everyone knows Lee. He's a monster. He's a giant, and he just sort of stepped back, jumped up, and put a nice little header in. It was a nice little finish header too. Again, that was sort of from an attacking one that was pretty close to the box. Yeah. There weren't too many of those, Simmo. There was one more, but that didn't come until sort of towards the end of the half. James Skinner, 29th minute, to make it 2 each.
I can't remember how. I remember how that went now.
You were in goals.
I was in goals. Yeah, I was just had to think about it. Total bounce, and it's just a bit of luck that went against me and for you guys.
Yep. 2-2, James Skinner, and then sort of Jason something.
Ellen.
Oh, Ellen.
Sparky,
38th minute goal. This is what I'm saying about there weren't too many attacks from the Rangers that actually got to in that box. Because we were playing a high line, you were sending the ball a bit and we were catching you out.
Yes.
But on the occasion when you were playing the midfield really well, you were able to move the ball actually into our 18-yard box where we had to retreat, and the box landed from a rebound, I believe. came back to Ellen, and she took a magnificent shot over the head of Dennis Irvine from the left-hand side. Hit it with the right foot, just curled it around. Beautiful shot.
Yes.
That was actually well done, Ellen. That was.
She does have a good finesse sort of shot. So
She does, yeah.
It's probably her preferred shot from every sort of camera replay that we see. She always tends to get a sort of finesse.
Yeah.
Shot.
It was a very good goal, and that gave him the 3-2 lead. And then Jason Sutton finally did what I think you guys should have done a lot earlier.
Yes.
Run the ball from the midfield.
Yeah, I'm surprised if we didn't.
He went doing
carrying it, so to speak. But finally caught on.
Yeah, he did. He started to run through the midfield and went for an individual goal. And Michael Romance, I think, got one sort of towards the late in the half as well.
Interesting point to note, if I may, Mr. Del Rio. I believe that Michael Romance and Jason Sutton, before the game, were tied for the Golden Boot.
Correct.
Yes, so
it is.
And both players were very well aware, so I believe both players were sort of a bit of joking and, carrying on. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Nothing too serious. But, yeah, so 4-2.
5-2.
5-2, was it?
Yeah, 5-2 half. Yep.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Yep.
5-2 half.
Mm.
Yeah. And second half started, and it didn't go well for us at all. This is the half where we got a little bit heated. We had to take a goalkeeper off the park.
Yes.
He actually, you see the footage of some of the second half of Simmo was off the park and taking some.
Sure.
And I believe probably wasn't warranted for the attacker to attack that particular ball. But he did, the referee called a foul, but he took my goalkeeper out of action. So Vegas had to come off with a sprain investigation that he's still pretty worse for wear at the moment. Last season was still a bit swollen, but it tells me that he'll be right for 5 or 6 weeks. So let's hope with a week off, which meant that we were down a player again. Down 2 actually. So now we have 9, and we had to put all our other goalkeepers are injured. Michael Mills showed up with a hand.
I saw that.
From footy playing for the Rovers in the last South Rovers for the last game this season.
Mm-hmm.
Before Michael heads north to Queensland, and he's hurt his arm, so he couldn't go goals. I've still got a bad back, it's all taped up. Believe it or not, Nigel Bragg decided to step up.
Bragg's up. Yep.
And that was it. We lost one of my key defenders. He's been playing also up to that point.
You know, you've been playing a really good game along the back line with yourself and Alex Austin, I believe.
Austin, we actually played really well together. But yeah, we had to sacrifice a defender, and unfortunately, the Jenny Flat Rangers are a machine.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 men down, we were able to keep up with them. So the goal was really great header by Lily Hunter on the 58th. Jason Sutton, 63rd from a free kick. You'll be able to see this on the footage at Simmo too. It was a good kick, but I think the keeper really had that, but unfortunately it was a fumble.
Yes.
It was a fumble, but well done. So that gave him his second goal.
Second goal, yes. So
he was one up on Michael. And then I think Michael got a chance to equalise as well. There's footage around where he ran all the way through, thinking he was going to. He got past the keeper.
He got a bit closer because he should have buried that. He knows it. He knows that he should have buried that goal, but
Alex Sheedy, fantastic. We treated him back and great. So we were able to stop it. And I think after that point, he was benched. So it was not long after that. It was Jason Sutton again.
Picking up a hat-trick.
Picking up his hat-trick, and then I think he took him off, actually, because he didn't score any goals. The only guy to score goals was the big fella, Lee Hunter.
Lee the Machine Hunter.
Scored one in the 75th, I believe it might have been a run-off. Or just picked up the ball nicely at his feet. 77th minute, again, probably just forced the ball into it. The goal, and then there was a 10-minute break. No more scores after that. There was a score in the 88th minute. controversial goal, but I wouldn't play the goal because well, the goalkeepers have to have the ball in their hands. The ball was actually kicked underneath him, so he obviously got a foot to the ball and kicked it, but the follow through, Nigel wasn't happy and let it be known that he wasn't happy. No, unfortunately blew his top, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle there, and the referee Billy Stewart had no other option than to show the card, which has hurt us big time. It's hurt us big time, the Steamers, because now we are without Nigel for the first game of the final series. Do or die. And we're a bit upset. Nigel was a bit upset as well. He thought we should get something out of it, but unless you actually got it, you did. I mean, Lee attacked the ball. Had Nigel probably been a goalkeeper, like I said, he was a reserve keeper, not a proper goalkeeper. You know what to do, Simmo. As soon as you get there, make sure you clear the ball. And if you clear the ball, Lee would have got in there. I'm sure Lee would have for that. But yeah, no, keepers, if you're going to back off for those types of saves, opens up for something to happen, and he did. Lee scored the goal, and at the retake of the kick, the whistle went for the 90th minute. So the final score, I don't want to say it, you know.
Mirror Stingrays 2, Jetty Flat Rangers 11.
That was pretty scary, because I told you that Warrnambool had to win by 20 goals, I think.
Well, I think it was 30-something goal. 30-something. It's a goal difference of 30-something.
Yep.
And
well, interesting enough, I thought it was 20. I thought we were just giving 10 away. No, there we go. Warrnambool kicked 10, maybe, because it's doable.
Anything can happen.
That's right. So
Scots Creek Lions won the game early today. They're under 15s. Perhaps that might have inspired the seniors to do something against the Hamilton Raiders. More on that shortly.
But there was a game simultaneously at Harris Street between Thunderhawks and Deakin Dragons.
Yes, last hurrah for the Dragons for the year.
Yes, it was. The Dragons were there. Actually, we should name the best for the game before, just quickly.
All right, I'll do your boys. Let's say Tolga Merrick, Carlos Del Rio, James Kinner being named among the best for the Stingrays.
And for the Rangers, Ellen Wines, Jason Saxon, and Big Lee Hunter. They're named in their best by referees Billy Stewart.
Yes.
And just in saying that, congratulations, Jason. That hat-trick put you in the Golden Boot Award. So well done to Jace from your team.
Yes. You'll get your prize.
The presentation night, 13th of September.
Under Melbourne, yes, there will be a presentation.
So there.
More to come.
The invites was put on and tickets are for sale from now on.
Cool.
Okay, the second game, Thunderhawks versus Deakin Dragons. Simmo, you saw some of it.
I saw some of it. Not a great deal, not as much as I'd like to. I did end up having to spend more time at the other game, but from what I saw, Thunderhawks were playing really well. There was one particular passage of play that I saw. I think I did get some highlights of it as well, hopefully. Some great ball movement by Thunderhawks, and that is something they are really known for. Led by Gil Malbar in midfield, controlling the play, holding the ball, getting his players to move into a position to pass and just passing it around. There was an opportunity actually while they were pressing forward in the second half, knocking it sort of middle, going left. Serge, Deadly Dance Serge had the ball, could have knocked it one more. Mutro was calling for it, one more, but I don't know. Perhaps he got a little bit overexcited, Deadly Dan, and went back towards the middle. But the halftime score, 2-1 for the Thunderhawks. Goals picked up by Thomas Fraser and Luke Windsor, while 8 and 9 picking up Dragons' goal. Didn't really get much better for the Dragons in their last game for the year. Thunderhawks running out 4-1 winners with additional goals claimed by Nick Van Wingard and a brace from Tom Fraser. So that will pretty much cement Thunderhawks.
Third. Yep, it was. That was the win they needed to finish coming away in the third.
Yeah,
it was close. The Steelers were up there, but that loss. Again, this game was happening simultaneously, so there were many ones going on at that time. The Steelers had a better goal difference at that point, but given that the scoreline sort of flew out, I think even if they were Hawks. No, actually, it would have stayed the same because it was still 3 points.
Yeah, that's a good way for the Thunderhawks to finish off their
so they're going great guns down the Hawks. Getting ready to play in the elimination semi-final.
And perhaps that might be the psychological edge that they need.
Just need to double check what players qualify to play finals as well. I think most players, four games.
Minimum 4. So
there is one player that I just talked to someone that maybe might not qualify, but I'll just confirm that. The league will confirm that for the team sheets and making some phone calls. Named in the bests.
Yeah,
Josh Moutre.
Oh, he's a gun. He's a great player.
Well done, Josh. I saw the footage on the video you're watching now, and obviously he's starring in a lot of that footage.
The funny thing I get from Moutre is that when he's on the field, he looks like he's not interested. He has that sort of, I don't know, it's just that sort of presence he gives. It's like, he's just there, but I'll tell you what, when the ball's near him, you better close in on him or forget about it. He's a great player. But I digress. Dan Sedgley wins the Thunderhawks. And for the Dragons, Chris Bellman, 89, and Timmy White.
Timmy White has done us a favour with some of his collection of shirts here tonight. So Timmy, this one was good timing that we got the best in that as well. So well done to the Dragons. We say goodbye to the Dragons for season 2013.
Yes.
But they'll have some representation with the referees group as well. So interesting to see. There's a couple of referees in that team that will be called upon to officiate some finals games.
Absolutely.
The final game of the 2013 coming away season was between the two non-Warrnambool teams, Hamilton Raiders and the Scots Creek Lions, playing their away fixture, if you like, here at Harris Street Reserve. They had both had their home games earlier in the season. The final was always going to be played on neutral ground. The Raiders came with a pretty full squad. Which was good to see. The Lions as well. They were missing their talisman again though. But Louis Guy has been unavailable the last few weeks. I saw him briefly at the Twilight competition as well. And he wasn't too well in the team he plays for West Ham. Unfortunately, not in the Twilight final, but resting out.
And what would that mean, Mr. Del Rio?
The Wolverhampton team, with a player who stopped 4 penalties, including one in open play.
Must be an incredible person, Carlos.
Simon Morgan.
Yes.
The 7-a-side game suits him brilliantly.
It does,
and listen, Simmo, that was amazing. How you were able to pull your team to beat the West Hammers. The Hammers were actually the league winners of that competition. They were looking pretty much like they were going into a final. But obviously you had a big say on it. And I saw your teams jumping all over him and giving him all sorts of affection after he saved that last goal kick. I don't know who kicked it, but
Louis.
It was Louis?
It was Louis.
I did see your arm sort of hit. He actually dived, hit his arm, and he's come off the post and stayed down. So it was a save. I think he saved 3 out of the 4. One was a miss. Did John Chip? I can't remember. Okay, but I know he saved a few. So anyway, digressing, Louis obviously was upset about that one.
Sorry,
he didn't show up to the Creek Lions game. They, of course, mathematically was kind of still in it, but realistically,
it's going to be a long shot. But
Hamilton Raiders pretty much safe in second spot. They're coming down to Warrnambool to play the last game for the previous week. And Sam Branch officiated 2 games. He did this game as well. I helped him on the line. I saw a lot of the games. I missed the sort of first sort of 15 minutes, but I did get there to watch a free kick from the Lions, which was top shot. But before that, Aravis McCarthy got the Raiders going with 13th minute goal. Aravis, you're a champion too. I talked to you after the match. I thought you played an exceptional game for your team. One of the youngsters there.
One of the youngsters, yeah.
17-year-old kid, just really taking the McCarthy name forward. His brother Mika and his dad Damien, stalwarts now of the Hamilton Raiders club. But then on the 16th minute, free kick outside the box. Hamilton are a tall team. They had a wall of tall guys, yeah? They did, they had a wall. Out steps Lockie Boyle. This kid's got the Boyle genes, because all these Boyle boys can kick the ball like a rocket and make it deep and do everything. And believe it or not, he did that. Top right corner.
Doesn't surprise
from a free kick over the wall. Keeper thought he had it, and he didn't. Because that ball was hit with such power and such precision that gave them a fantastic goal to make it a 1-1 game at that point in time.
It doesn't surprise me that he did it, but it does surprise me because Hamilton are a solid team. Take nothing away from that. I remember back in round 2, going a long time ago, Lockie Boyle had a ping by quite a way out from the goal, and trying to get my wall sorted. I got a little bit distracted and he pinged it, and geez, it came close.
Yeah.
It came close, and it doesn't surprise me. He's got a great foot.
Yeah, he has. He takes some of the corners as well for them, and good on you, Lockie. Well done. Another one to add to your tally. Anthony Hilson scored on the 23rd minute though for the Raiders. That goal was actually Anthony's a fullback.
Yes.
He pushed up. Somebody passed the ball back to him, and he took a first-time shot from about as the Raiders were pushing up, and hit it firmly enough to beat Scotty Agnew in goals to make it 2-1 to Hamilton, and that's where we'd stay in the half.
That's very solid showing by Scott's Creek Lions.
Yeah, Scott's Creek Lions were playing really well. Clem played really well. Seb Hume did a fantastic job as well. I thought Matty Boyle came in and out of the game. He's still sort of suffering from some hamstring problems, but he certainly played his part. Johnson Matthew, and there's one more player, Sam Alexander, for the Lions. In defence, he played an awesome game, Sam. For the Raiders, I rated the second goalkeeper. Ralph Berrett was injured. He was here, but he didn't play. He was injured. Tristan Pickering, young fellow. I rated him in goals. He actually played a strong game. Well done to Tristan. But then you have the normal stalwarts in Hamilton as well, and we'll name him in a minute. But one of the ones, obviously, is Mal Rimmer, who scored in the 67th minute, so sort of early in the second half, I guess. Scored that midway point to make it 3-1 to take that lead. The Lions were still looking for something. They were playing actually quite well, if not for some good defensive work, and also the post came to the rescue actually in another free kick. But the game finished Hamilton 3, Scott's Creek 1.
I don't care what anyone says, that's a really good showing by any team to really...
Both teams.
Both teams in particular.
Both teams playing away as well. So,
yeah, true, yes.
Great result for the Raiders, because that, again, it gives them a win prior to
finals.
The semi-final, qualifying final. Best there, Simmo.
Anthony Hilson, Pete Hopkinson and Aravis McCarthy for the Hamilton Raiders, and for the Scots Creek Lions, Sam Alexander, Clem Alas and Matt Boyle. Well
done. So that's round 15 over and done with.
Yes.
We are looking forward to finals now, and just quickly go through that. It's running out of time.
Yeah.
We had a week off.
Come on, Belvedere. We know Belvedere. It's all right.
The league takes a week off for all teams to be ready to play finals and have a go over injuries and stuff like that. The only player that's unavailable to play is obviously Nigel Gray from our team, picking up that straight red. But elimination semi-final,
yes.
Thunderhawks versus Mero Stingrays, 7 p.m. kickoff, 23rd of August here at Harris Street Reserve. Our traditional night elimination final.
Yes.
The winner of that goes through, the loser is out.
That's it.
Then on the Sunday, 1 p.m. Harris Street Reserve, 25th of August, the qualifying final. Winner of this game goes straight to the grand final, and
yes.
it is between Jetty Flat Rangers and Hamilton Raiders. So this game will be a battle. Who knows, they might meet in the grand final again. Who knows?
Who knows, that's right. We'll find out in a few weeks' time.
So, Simmo, we won't be doing a wrap next week.
Nope.
Nothing to talk about. We got a lot to talk about normally, but we make sure we don't have anything to talk about next week. But that's it for the wrap. That's it for WDSL coming away. We'll say goodbye to our friends from Scotts Creek and Deakin Dragons, but they'll be around to watch some finals actions, and they will be celebrating the season that was at presentation night, WDSL presentation night, at on the Friday, the 13th of September. What a day, eh? At the moment, it's booked in for Proudfoots on the river again.
Okay.
So, and we will have, we'll be inviting the under 15s players that will have some awards given as well.
Okay.
So a combination of seniors and junior WDSL at presentation night. And Simmo, you and I are the MCs.
Oh,
so,
really? It's news to me, folks.
We better get something organised for that. Yes. We will look forward to that. But from Carlos and
Simon Morgan.
it's good night, everyone.